1 year ago, we decided to move our entire family from Idaho to Oklahoma. We're giving you a short recap of all the things that have gone on in the last year. We moved cattle, sheep, 2 homes, and a business 28 hours away. We had quite the mishaps as along the way. We had pipes breaking when we arrived. We had a cow being born right as we were loading up the cattle. We had doors shatter. We had trailers break in the middle of the interstate, but we finally made it, and it feels so good to finally be able to call our new place home. We are very fortunate that my parents also made the move down with us. They live on the property, and they are such a big help when it comes to running the business. We own a sign company called the Simply Stained Shop, and all of the extra hands in order to make this dream a reality of running a ranch. So here we go. Let's get into the process. There was a lot that needed to be done in order to make this a working ranch. We decided to move with my parents for 4 months while we remodeled my grandfather's house. We added on an addition of a master bedroom, a kitchen, and a dining room. Ben and Andrew are working on the demo part of the house. So he's already tore out the door and he's tearing out pieces of the wall.
We didn't need this, right?
No, we don't. And he's putting it on the tractor so we can go dump it into the dump trailer. We've got Andrew in here, and he is scraping the floor. This was all vinyl flooring, and then it has this really gooey, sticky stuff on the floor, and it is still sticky, which was surprising. We thought it was going to be kind of crusted over since it's been here for so long. Adhesive remover, so Ben stick it on the ground, and then watch when Andrew is trying to scrape. A lot of times it is so slick that he just kind of slides. And Winston, you're doing a great job monitoring this. Thanks for your hard work. We were so very fortunate that we were able to find Todd and Jenny from Baytown Construction as they were able to help us build this beautiful house. As Todd and Jenny were working on the construction part of things, we were working on the demo. In order to actually get the project going, we needed to bust open the house in order to add on the addition. So we ripped out the kitchen, and it is actually made from brick, and we utilized a lot of these structures within our house, painted it, but really tried to keep a lot of that characteristics from my grandfather, since he's the one who actually built this house. So Todd and Jenny were fabulous as they were working with us on this project timeline of about 4 months. And Ben in Idaho ran a construction company where he built houses. He was a trim carpenter, which means that he worked on the inside of houses, creating the door trim, the beam work, mantles. If anyone has completely renovated their house, they know how stressful and how much hard work it is to go into those types of projects. And it just felt a little bit overwhelming as we were in the moment of things. We had this huge blessing that we were able to move to Oklahoma and follow our passion when I inherited this land. But at the same time, it was almost defeating because everywhere we looked, it was like another big project, another amount of just a lot of hard work. And it was in Idaho when we lived there, we had already landscaped, we had already put in a hayfield, and a lot of those steps were already put in. And it was a constant reminder each day of just how lucky we are that we get to live in a beautiful state of Oklahoma and follow our passion. But it was a lot of hard work. But looking back at it now, I'm just so glad that we stuck with it, and accomplishing your dreams always feel good on the other end, that's for sure. The front of our house. This was not expected. The back part of the roof that we are adding on came to be a lot taller than we were expecting, and then it just kind of looks a little off. So you see this peak right here, that was the original part of the house, and so now we're adding on to it. The cabinets are here. These are all of our kitchen cabinets. 41 boxes we have to put together. We went with Lowe's in order to create our kitchen. We worked with an employee there that helped us design like the exact amounts, and then Ben went ahead and installed them. And they really weren't all that hard. So if you are intimidated with setting your own cabinets, just Google it. It was pretty easy. Looks good, Ben. We're adding shiplap to the top, as well as keeping the brick and painting it, so then that way we keep a lot of the old features of the house. Next project is putting in a beam. It's a faux beam. Way to go. We kept all of the original bathroom that the kids will be using and just painted it and put in just new features and hardware to kind of just spruce everything up. If we're being honest, it's been a year and the kids still don't have a mirror that's hung, so there's that. We're not 100% done. We went back and forth with if we should leave the brick the color, paint it white or black. We actually did all three of them, and we ended up just loving the black and white type of look for that modern farmhouse, and I'm so glad that we did. It was an easy transition from the old house into the new house, and I think it turned out really nicely. Ben is working on building the butcher block island, and that's what we sunk the farmhouse kitchen sink into, and I always recommend that you should put your mask on while you are doing a lot of sanding. We forgot that step, but here's our finished product. Tell me what you're thinking, and if you have any other questions, we'd love to answer what you have got going on. Thank you so much for being here.